Hi, what's going on, family? Today we're going to talk about Apple, and either this is going to be a massive crash occurring into the market in Apple, or this is going to be a phenomenal buying opportunity because Apple hasn't really participated over the last couple of weeks of seeing its stock price go up. And let me show you on the chart real quick right here. And I'm talking about this area right here. Okay. This area is either priming itself up to be a great buying opportunity, or it's just the beginning stages of seeing the market and Apple completely fall off a cliff. Okay, I'm just giving you all the heads up off of what we're seeing. It looked like the market may try to wait until earnings on May the 2nd before that breakage or massive potential movement upside is going to occur. But yeah, I want to give you all that heads up because the market is just kind of being stagnated. It's not really moving over the last couple of trading days, and you begin to wonder, okay, what's really going on? Well, you got this article right here written from Market Insider. Apple stock is down 10% already this year, but there are 5 reasons for investors to remain bullish. Okay, here we go. We can look at the chart for Apple. Does the chart look bullish to you? Right? So why would Wedbush come out and try to convince us the 5 reasons that we need to remain bullish? For what? We all can visually see off the chart that this is not a bullish stock right now. Maybe Wedbush has a whole lot of stock to sell. So they got to flip the narrative and say, look, remain bullish so that we can sell it to you, talk about Apple stock at higher prices. That's what they're saying. Don't think that Wedbush has your interest at heart. They could care less about you. They could care less about me. They're more worried about making sure that their clientele is making money off of our backs. Again, don't pay attention to what people say. Look at what they do. And what people do is being recorded off of the price chart. I don't know how many times I had to tell people that this is where you can see people's bets, what they think. So even though Wedbush is trying to convince us the 5 reasons, don't get it twisted. These 5 reasons, if they were truly important and people were really looking at it, then we'll see the price action in Apple be bullish. But as of now, it doesn't look like that, which is why I told you at the beginning of the video, either this is becoming a great buying opportunity for Apple, or the stock is about to completely go lower in price. Okay. So let's go through this article real quick. Apple stock is down about 12% this year, but could still see stellar gains in 2024. According to Wedbush, the iPhone maker has 48% upside. 48%. Stock is down 12%, but they're saying that the stock could go up 48%. So 48%. Let's see what that takes us. Wow. $250. Wedbush thinks the market in Apple is going to run to $250 by the end of this year, in the next 8 months. Do you think that's possible? We'll see. Apple stock has had a disappointing year so far, but there are still reasons for investors to stay bullish on the iPhone maker. The firm pointed to a, quote, black cloud hanging over the company, with Apple shares sliding 10% for a loss of over $200 billion in market value. That loss comes amid demand concerns in China, where Apple is battling a government crackdown on iPhones and fierce competition from China-based rivals like Huawei. Quote, it's clear that Apple is navigating one of the more difficult China demand environments we've seen in the last 5 years, as a combination of factors have created a perfect storm for Cupertino in this key market, end quote. Analysts said in a note on Tuesday, estimating that iPhone sales in China would likely fall moderately, define that, below estimates in March. But Apple stock still has potential. Here we go. You always got to keep hope alive. Still has the potential to deliver big gains this year, maintaining their outperform rating and a $250 price target on the stock, the highest estimate on Wall Street. Is Wedbush smoking something? What's wrong with them? They're the only one with a 250 price target in Apple stock. Are you serious? Make it make sense. The only way to me for us to see Apple stock hit $250 price target is if Apple hits all of these 5 reasons that Wedbush lists on this article. Here's the first one. iPhone sales could be strong overall this year. Do you think that's possible? I mean, the iPhone doesn't look like it's changed its technology, its innovation, its design at all. The only thing that they do with the iPhone is that they change the color and make it titanium, and then get people to pay extra more just for that. Do you think iPhone sales is going to be strong then? There could be pent-up demand for iPhones. I hope all 5 of these reasons are not based on the iPhone. Who is really waiting to buy iPhone today? Pent-up demand? Given how many users are due for an upgrade? So they're just going to get rid of their old phones and buy an upgrade phone? What about if the economy gets worse and people don't have the money to go out and do that and upgrade? They estimate that there's like 270 million iPhones that could be swapped for a newer version. Especially as Apple is set to roll out its iPhone 16. What do you think they're going to change on the iPhone 16? Services revenue for the company remains rock solid. Okay, so you don't think that's already priced into the stock then? Let's go to this one. The company is integrating AI into its devices. Okay, pretty much everybody else is doing the same thing too. How much is that worth by integrating AI into Apple devices? Is that worth $100 billion? Is it worth $200 billion? Is it worth $250 price target? Apple is set to make an announcement on its progress with generative artificial intelligence at its Worldwide Developers Conference in June, Wedbush predicted. And the last one right here, Apple still dominates the smartphone market. With 2.2 billion of its devices being used around the world, that's the quote strongest installed base of any company, analysts noted. All right, let's get back to the chart to see what's really going on in the price. So like I said, we didn't do a price prediction on our last video in Apple, and I'm still paying attention to the stock though. I'm really paying attention to see if these buyers right here are still here. So the market so far in Apple has remained elevated above that level, which could also mean that, yeah, those buyers are definitely there. No doubt about it. Okay. Or they may be waiting for earnings to come through so that they can really get these buyers out the way and allow the market and Apple to continue to go down in price. Let's look at this on the weekly chart first. Okay, so nothing too much has gone on into the market in Apple over the last couple of weeks, but generally the trend is down. These weekly price bars are weak. We're looking for a catalyst to allow this market to begin to go higher. So last week was even weak as well. Here it is on the 2. This is the last completed 2 weekly price bar on top of the prior 2 weeks. Again, it's not the opportunity to become bullish just yet, outside of us just waiting to see, are these buyers really holding? Are they really buying? We haven't really seen that yet. Here it is on the 3. Apple on the 5. We have 2 more days left and 9 hours. This is where I'm seeing the prospect that this buy zone is not going to hold on the 5 weekly time frame. Okay. So over the last 10 weeks, this has been the price action. The market went down 8% on this 5 weekly price bar, and currently it's down 0.62 on this current one. We have 2 days and 9 hours. But again, if we close on the low of this 5 weekly price bar, you have to say, yeah, that buy zone is going to get tested. Here it is on the monthly. Apple on the 3. Again, this does look weak. Here, look at this. Fantastic 3 months bar there. But then the market came right back down. All right, cool. Let's try it again. Next 3 months, price went right back up. Cool. We may see the market become more bullish. But unfortunately, it came right back down again. And then this time, look at that. It's telling you, you got that indication of weakness there. So maybe the problems in Apple are a lot worse than what people would kind of drum it up to be. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to look for price in Apple to go lower in price. Okay. Now, again, I can see this. I want you all to see this too. There's still a chance that these buyers will hold this market there. I get it. I'm not crazy. We all can see it off the price chart. So let's say that they do. Then that will be our first target, either at the high or low of this buy zone. At the low, it gives us 2.71%. Now, let's say that it don't hold there. We have to create another area or buy zone into the market in Apple. Let me see. So yeah, this is completely hard to distinguish buy zones. Let me hit this back on the daily. Scary. So yeah, we'll have to do it like that. All right, so those are other two buy zones we're going to put for Apple. Second one is going to be between 170 to 160. At the low of that buy zone gives us 5.36. Then our third target will be like at 155, 157. At 156, I'm sorry. On the low gives us 7.92%. So we'll do that there. We'll see how convinced, how strong these buyers are at those three zones. It'd be better if we see them hold the first zone, if you guys are looking for the market to go up. But if they don't, then we got those other two listed on the chart to see if they'll hit those areas. But that's it. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, trade different.